guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy? You ready?
Here we go.
We got the OG NBA crew here, ready for another edition. Babano, Wham Bam with me, and Dutch will fall through shortly. So good to see y'all. Babano, we were joking about it off air last time, but here for the beginning of the show. How you doing, Babano?
Yeah, finally, first time this week. It's just one of these. November's just ridiculous. The shows we're doing, the sports we're handicapping all at once, and unfortunately, certain days it's tough to be here right at the start. But today we're here right at the start, and like I say, looking forward to talking about the Wednesday games. Great game last night, Cleveland, Boston. Boston hangs on, hands Cleveland their first loss, 120-117. That being said, if you laid the worst number with Boston, you got burned there at the end with the 3-point win there. But a very entertaining night. Oklahoma City disappointed me, but it was it was an up and down night. We had the over in the Cleveland-Boston game. We had Dallas, and they just crushed New Orleans. We lost with OKC, unfortunately, but we did have the over in the Laker game. And Lakers, again, but I was worried, though, about them covering that big-ass number, laying the 11. I said, they'll score on Utah, but that defense sometimes, the 43-point fourth quarter they gave up to that Utah team. So thankfully I was just on the over yesterday in that one. So happy about that, but looking forward to today.
Yeah, can't trust those Lakers covering them big numbers, man. They can't do it. Wham Bam was good with you.
Nah, not at all. Can't trust those Lakers covering big numbers. Not feeling good, bro. Yesterday was a good day. In general, yesterday I did go 3-4. So close with AD getting that 30 points and the Lakers win, but boy Darton connect, man. I don't know why they not letting me bet it, because everybody else said they can see the props. I just can't. So hey, maybe the guy that's talking about them can't see them, so they keeping me away from the Dalton Connect props, and he did it up yesterday. Great W from them. Memphis' best bet yesterday was terrible. And something was telling me Santi Alderman was going to be good and respectful for that game, and he definitely was. That was interesting there. Russell Westbrook, triple-double. Fuck. I guess he figured out how to use Russell Westbrook. Good job, buddy. Good job. Yeah, man, Brandon Ingram, ship him off. They play today, so we'll talk about that. And, yeah, man, no freaking this probably was the shocker of the day yesterday. No Victor Wembanyama, and the Spurs still win. They were able to do it without Pop being there, being all super sentimental and stuff, being able to beat a team that didn't give a damn about the play-in tournament in OKC, because that's the only explanation I have, is that they don't care about the play-in tournament, and that's the reason why those boys didn't cover or even win yesterday. Yeah. But yeah, it was a strange day yesterday, but today we let it fight another day. We did get some winners. We didn't get smoked. So, we will have our guy Dutch here. Shout out to the chat. Mark A, Justin, Charles, B Daddy, up in there, Dia, KC. What's up with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all. We here again, and we'll be back again on Friday.
Yeah, like I said in the last show, like the guy came up to me and said at the sports book, pharmacist coming through. What's good, Dutchie? How you feeling?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plugs? Yeah, man. You see, I'm a little trying to get situated. Got the sunlight coming through. The brightest light, baby. Good thing we got the motherfucking Gucci's on. Good to see the fellas as always. I pulled my best impression of Babano today. I'm coming in about 25 to 30 minutes. I give him shit and then look at me, right? Hey, that's the way it goes. Shout out to all y'all, though. Big shout out to Mark A. KC, I see you. Luka the Don. Hey, you got it done last night. Them boys was playing from that arc. It was playing. But yeah, man, excited about today. Yesterday was a pretty solid day. That bucket at the end, because I had Boston -5 in first half. That 5, yeah, that was gross speed. At least we hit the first half. But yeah, let's get to the cash, man. Let's get to the motherfucking cash.
Let's get it. We have first up Bulls and Bucks. Opened up Bucks -8. They're now 8.5. The total went from 237.5 to 239. You have Giannis, game time, probable, no Middleton, no Rollins. For the Bulls, no Lonzo, no Sonogo, no Patrick Williams. So I feel like I heard something. I'm not sure how true it is, but I didn't have time to look into it. But is Giannis requesting a trade? Um, if that's true, I would understand, first of all, because what we saw from Dame Lillard in that last game, man, I wanted to go. I just say I understand. So in this game, I'm coming to you first, Babano. Did you hear anything about that? And also, I know it's only a one way ticket with you with these Bulls games. Did you already bet the total?
Yes, I did. We're on Chicago as well. I mean, anytime I'm getting Milwaukee laying 8.5 now, it's auto fade for me. This team has just got zero business, zero faith, zero confidence, zero trust in this kind of a price range still after all this time. I know they beat Houston, credit to them, 101-100, but again, survived by the skin of their teeth. It was a solid night overall for them, better night for them defensively. It was a tough spot for Houston, and I still didn't have faith in them being able to win by margin that night. We're still talking about a Bucks team that's 5-9 this season, 3-7 against the spread their last 10 games. I don't trust them laying this kind of a number. Chicago, meanwhile, they had a couple of really ugly losses in a row against the Cavs and the Rockets. They bounced back. They beat Detroit 122-112 in their last game. Looking to carry that over. It's his third game in 4 nights here for the Chicago Bulls, but I'm okay with that. Let's not forget, last month they beat Milwaukee outright, 133-122 right here in Milwaukee. You go back to last year in December here in this building, it was 133-129 in favor of Milwaukee. They needed overtime to beat Chicago. So, yeah, very easy decision to take Chicago here plus the points. I agree with the move up in the total as well, up to 239.5. Do think we'll see a lot of points as well. Chicago continuing to maintain their position, top 3, in fact, pace and possessions per game in the NBA this season.
Yeah, I'm looking that same way, but Bano, I have the over on my short list here. I'm gonna slide to you next one, Bam, and I'm gonna ask you. Rick White, he really going to get back to this Giddy prop. I didn't play it today, but I'll ask you: does that interest you, Wham Bam? I also know Giannis has a good history versus Chicago. He usually runs it up versus them. You looking at either one of those props today?
Yeah, Giannis requesting, and I did see one of my respected sources, bro. When he tweets out certain things, they most likely tend to be true. He told me LeBron way before LeBron got to the Lakers that LeBron was coming. So I trust this guy, and he definitely said that Giannis camp reached out to Adam Silver to try to get himself out of the Bucks, which is crazy. You bypass the damn ownership, the people you go straight to the source. Look, you want me here before I'm acting fool up in here. I'm gonna tell you. I like that. So man, I don't want to do nothing with the Bucks after this shit for sure. I didn't even know about that, bro. And honestly, I was thinking this was a Bucks smash spot originally. That's what I wrote down, was the Bucks first half full game, or maybe just team total here, because of what you guys are saying about the Bulls. The fact that they coming off that loss to them 135-122, they was able to score that game. And you said it, our guy Giannis, mad as hell, he was able to get crazy there, 38 points, 11 rebounds. But the thing that is kind of interesting is Giddey was right there correlating right there with him, 9 assists, 17 points. Do I want to go there, or do I want to go back to what our guy Skee was talking about? Big Vooch, this team is not good shooting threes, bro. Like, as much as I lost the Dylan Brooks prop last game, taking this cap, I'm not scared of going against their 3-point defense. They've never been a 3-point defensive team this whole time with Giannis. I don't think so. I think that this is a good chance to go with our guy Big Vooch, like our guy Skee be saying, with the over 1.5 threes. Last game he had 9 attempts from 3. We know a lot of that has to do with Brook Lopez being out there camped out, and he's getting those them shots off too. So I like Big Vooch over 1.5 threes. I think Kobe White has a good game here too. Knowing that some of those guys are having injuries and Ritter there. So Kobe White is a guy I'm paying attention to, not necessarily betting or anything, but Big Vooch threes, I got this one from Skee. So over 1.5. It's in my pocket. I like that a lot. And then do I want to go with this over first half? I think that this is a good money play too with the over. I think both of these guys are going to score here. So shout out to J Cop 66. Yeah, man. I think the Vooch threes is the way to go, bro. That's the only one I'm going to lock in right now. But the over with you guys, I think that's consistent play here with all of us. I think I agree and double stamp that.
Vooch, man, you know how it gets, Wham Bam. That shit famous now, man. Vooch getting plus 150, plus 140, plus 160, minus 125. And then in some shops, I saw minus 140 something.
Minus 140. I seen that too. That's nasty.
It's getting kind of famous, but I do think it could hit. I still think it could hit. Man, I thought he was a professional over there. That motherfucker taking forever. Dutchy. What you got on the Bucks and the Bulls?
Wow.
No, you know why? First of all, you don't roll joints. First of all, you don't roll planes like me. Okay, you don't roll planes like me.
Do the little ones.
Try to put this much in one. You might take a little long, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I was rushing through the gym and like I still got that pre-workout in me. My shit is jittery as a motherfucker, man. So little, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, goddamn, I can't twist this. My shit is still jittery. I only worked out for about an hour and 30. Usually it's about 2 and 15. So. Only for you motherfuckers, I cut it short. But yeah, man, shout out to our guy Star Child in the building. Good to see you, Rick White. I can't think. Who's that? What's that? White boy Rick. That's all. That's how I think about when I see that name. Saturated in the building. Good to see you, my man. Yeah, I like this game an awful lot. To be quite honest with you, I'm gonna second everything Bobano said, and pretty much just go on with what our boy Wham Bam said as well. I think Kobe White has a big game tonight. He had 35 last time he seen him back in October. In that game. We could look at it, man. Giannis 38, 11 and 5. Dame 24 or 28, 4 and 8. You ain't really. That's what you're gonna get out of these guys, and they still lose by double digits.
Right.
Bobano kind of talked about it, losing, giving up 133 points back in October at home to this team. I just don't believe Milwaukee should be really favored by 8.5 against anybody, especially. The talent that I'm not going to say the team, but the Chicago Bulls have some talent with Levine. We see them have a big game last week. Had 6 threes, I believe, in the fourth quarter the other night. Big time. I think Kobe White gets off. I think they attack this backcourt. Damian Lillard and Gary Trent Jr., get the fuck out of here, man. I mean, these boys should just green light. Kobe White, Levine, even your boy Giddy Kitty boy should get his. He had 17, 6, and 9. And the first time around, he probably loads the stat sheet up as well. But I look for Kobe White and Levine to really attack. From the Milwaukee side, it's kind of Giannis, man. It's no brainer. Like, these boys are the worst team in the league at giving up the two-point shots. Giannis should be getting dunks every fucking time down and the rebounds. But at the end of the day, they probably win this game by 1 to 2 possessions. I wouldn't even be shocked if Chicago wins this game. The defense of liability that Dame and Gary Trent provide against the offense that we know that the Bulls are capable of from the backcourt, I think it keeps them in this game and gives them a chance to win. So I actually really like the 8.5. To me, I was like, what am I missing here? Why is this number so big? I think we're getting extreme value off the Giannis and Dame. They won 3 out of 4, but look who they played. Or I think they won 3 straight, but look who they played. So I really like the Bulls today, man. It's good money, 8.5. And Kobe motherfucking White.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a Bucks spot. You said you like the Bucks or the Bulls? The Bucks, right? Oh, no, you like the Bulls.
I like the Bulls. Did I say Bucks?
Okay. I thought you said Bucks.
Nah, fuck the Bucks, man.
Okay.
I'm getting Bucks, fading the Bucks, man. Yeah, I'm getting Bucks, fading Milwaukee, goddamn it. Yeah, man.
There you go.
It feels like
I send you this morning. I send you the bull. I send you the bean. The little gift.
I forget. Hey man, them little planes I be rolling some pressure, man. I forget sometimes.
Hey, I haven't smoked one of these motherfuckers yet, and that woke as fuck got me saying Milwaukee instead of Chicago. I don't even know if I did, but probably did. God damn it.
All right, let's move it down. Pelicans, Cavs. This is one I'm not gonna waste too much time on, but it's 14.5 right now. Total came down to 216.5. Laundry list. Everybody's out for the Pelicans. Who's playing? That's what we got to think about. I don't see one starter in the starting lineup, one regular starter in the starting lineup. For the Cavaliers, Garland out, Merrill out, LeVert out, Monty Bates out, Coro out, Max Strus, Dean Wade out. Everybody out. I mean, if this ain't a backwood game, what is? So I'm gonna hit it for myself.
Is bad for your health.
Somebody else hit
Shit,
that thing?
every
Because
time
you know
I see that
Babano got something for it.
Oh, I'm gonna lay it. Lay it.
shit.
Cleveland's going to be pissed losing that first game. Now, you could also look at it the other way, I guess, that first loss this deep into the season, maybe there's a hangover. I don't even think it's going to matter. New Orleans is pathetic, and they're just beyond decimated right now with key personnel and injuries galore. How the hell does Cleveland not rip it up? Unless they're completely emotionally just distraught after seeing their undefeated season come to an end last night. They should absolutely blow this team right out of the gym here in Cleveland tonight. So, and look, I cashed a ticket with Dallas last night against New Orleans. So maybe if I didn't lay it with Dallas last night, I wouldn't take Cleveland tonight. But because I did win with Dallas, fading this just completely in shambles Pelicans team, I'm going to come back to it tonight. Lay the 14 with Cleveland.
Hey, Casey says Spider should go crazy. Just lay the wood. Dutch, can you do it in this game?
Yeah, man. Hey, Mike, I like what you're talking to. I like what you said before that too. Shit, DM me if you really got that flavor. Yeah, lay the wood here. I was thinking about it.
Lay it or don't play it. That's what I say.
I was thinking about it. I like the 8.5 first half. I was like, man, I should be all over Cleveland first half. And then BI got announced out. And then that's when I started put off the gas a little bit. Let me pedal back, But I expect Cavaliers to be pretty pissed off. Shout out to the Cavs, too, man. I don't know if it's really a shout out to the Cavs or just, maybe a knock on how fugazi Boston really is when it comes to toughness. I mean, they so goddamn soft. I mean, how many times you going to go up? I mean, let's not bring up yesterday, but god damn, these motherfuckers, man. I continue to just toughness in the NBA is hard to find. It really is hard to find. So this game is Cavaliers nothing to me. If BI was out there, I would be on the Cavs first half. But now I'm starting, this NBA, the way it works. But shout out to everyone who faded the Pelicans yesterday because the Mavericks were easy motherfucking money.
Let's go.
In the chat, Itachi says Pelicans team total on the road is already 7-0 to the under the season. And now with this roster, it looks like he's already been to the window betting that one. Wham Bam. I know you don't know what to do. No Garland. What is Wham Bam gonna do in this game?
Chris Mack talks about it right there, man. I'll be looking for the ones that they scared to play. The ones that scared to be out there. Those are the ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for the ones that they scared to put out there. And Ty Jerome is obvious. The boy can't miss, bro. He's shooting damn near 60% from the field this year. From field and shooting 54% from three, only about 2 attempts, but when he goes up and shoot, it goes in. The boy can't miss, man. Ty Jerome is one of the main catalysts of this team's success, I would say. It's not. I thought it was going to be Max Strus coming in a little bit healthier, but it has been Ty Jerome this whole time. The reason why these guys have been lights out is because of bro. I don't see his props though. So if y'all got it, just like Dalton Connect yesterday, if y'all get it. But if you can't, look, that's lay it or nothing. That's the truth. I agree with you, Babano. I don't want nothing to do with this damn Pelicans team. Who is here? But we do this every year, bro. Every year we have one of these games where we were like, man, ain't no way they gonna lose. Ain't no way. And then sure enough, here come the fucking Pelicans with their G League squad. They end up beating this damn team. So we can always make sense of it. But that is the reason why I don't want nothing to do with this damn game. Bring out that big ass log. Pause.
That was exotic. Yeah, pause.
Is bad for your health.
Oh, almost, man. Wham cutting up, man. They cutting up today around the chat and the show.
Hey, I got that with somebody yesterday. They said that big log. I was like, let me bring that one up.
We laid it with Dallas yesterday. Why not today against this team? That's the way I see it.
All right. Babano says you can lay 20 points. No, I'm kidding. He said
I don't know if I lay that
enough.
much. 14, I'm okay with that. 14 and a half, I'm okay with that.
Nah, not 20.
20 is a bit much. Next, we have Blazers and Thunder. Open up Thunder minus 14 and a half. They're now 11 and a half or 12. And the total went up from 222 to 224. Injury report here. because we do know OKC played last night. Let's refresh there. Same three centers are out. Isaiah Joe is out for this game again. Aiton looks like he's doubtful. Simons is questionable. Matisse Thybulle is out. So Dutchy, I'll come to you on this one, and I want to ask you. I mean, it's the Blazers spot. They got the rest advantage. They've been winning games ever since Aiden sat down. Uh, can they keep it respectable versus OKC on the second of a back to back?
Well, KC looked pretty soft last night. Watching them against San Antonio. Shout out to Castle, man. You see him swap that. Sorry, Bobano. But he did send your boy Shay shit at the end, boy.
Shit.
Yeah. He sent that shit right back. But yeah, man. Shout out to CP3 too. Shout out to LJ yesterday. He dropped in the chat real quick and gave us the double on Chris Paul. And that shit
Good work.
Hey, I took over 7.5 assists, but I should have did the double. God damn it. But yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Star Child. This game. Yeah. Thank you, Skee. Thank you. I forgot what game we're talking about. Yeah, back with this man. Hey, I would be on the Blazers maybe a little later in the day because let me tell you something right now. Chauncey, he's G for this. Big shot, Chauncey. And this is why I don't want to back with it because this is actually what I wanted to say. Shout out to him, man, because this is how you know he's a winner. He said, "These motherfuckers." He told Portland after losing by 43, I think it was, or 46, 3 nights ago, right, or 3 games ago. He said, "Man, if you sleep good tonight, you're a loser." I'm gonna say you're a motherfucking loser. But that's what he said to them boys in the locker room. If you sleep good tonight, you're a loser. These motherfuckers won 3 straight, and now you get Thunder in the back-to-back. I feel like the Blazers are the side, but I'm gonna have to smoke a couple more planes to get to the window on P-Town. I'm just gonna be real with you. So the more I think about it, the more I want to be on them, and I love that shit from Chauncey. I love that shit. That's that old school, keeping it real, and look at how the team responds. Don't always water down shit. Just keep it a buck, and you might like what you see.
Mm-hmm. One of those was a back-to-back game too. Minnesota, those 2 wins. It was a terrible loss. How you gonna lose to Memphis, bro, without all those players that way? You got to have some type of pride. So I definitely agree with you. This is such a sick game to find props. This is such a sick game to find some type of motivation. But similar to what we said with the Cavs, maybe the OKC is a little pissed off of how they gave up that game last game. So I could see them winning and covering here, but I'm staying away from this game. This is a nasty game, man. I'm not going to say bring out the log, but yeah, man, bring out the backwood, I guess.
No, you couldn't have, man. You couldn't have. You couldn't have. We got to go over to Babano, man. Wham on something else right now. Babano, I'm going to ask you. I mean, I don't got to ask you. I know what you're doing. They off a loss now, Babano.
They are.
Still getting to the window.
But even I'm not getting on the Oklahoma City train tonight because of the rest advantage for Portland. It is back-to-back for the Thunder. I don't like that element of it at all. But I'm definitely not on Portland. I'd lean to the Thunder here in this game tonight.
Check this comment out, Babano.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good then.
All
right, Oklahoma City it is. Let's lay it. There we go. I don't love it. I'm keeping it small, but we'll get in on that. With that kind of track record, I didn't realize too that when with no rest that it was that strong. 13-3 against the spread, and overall, and 4-0 against the spread when they're on a back-to-back. So, but I like the over actually as well in this game because you look at these 2 lineups. There's no Ayton. Donovan Clingan, actually, the rookie out of UConn, man, he's actually played okay, taking the spot of 8. He's been all right, that guy. So, but the bottom line is they're playing a little smaller, a little quicker pace, and OKC has been doing that really. They're just decimated at the center position with Hartenstein still out and Holmgren out and Jalen Williams out. So they're playing with a little faster, smaller lineup as well. So I think this total up and over makes some sense here, 224. So, but I'll add OKC now after seeing that great track record on a back-to-back. That's the only thing that I was hesitant with in backing them tonight was the fact that they had the rest disadvantage, but that hasn't mattered. OKC's been a moneymaker off a loss, even on a back-to-back.
It has. And Babano, what I looked up yesterday should be since the beginning of last season. I think the Thunder off of a loss as a favorite. The over is 14-4. So
And they are at home. They were on the road last night. They're at home tonight, and the Blazers are worse than the Spurs. So, maybe this is tonight they win by 15 or 20.
I could see it. I can see it for sure. Let's keep it going here. Next, we have Pacers and Rockets. Rockets are a 6.5-point favorite. Total drop 1 point to 231.5. Jalen Green is still questionable. Cam Whitmore is questionable. For the Pacers, looks like Furphy, Shepard, Turner, Walker, all questionable. Nimhard and Neesmith are out. So, I'm gonna come to you first on this one, Wham Bam. Hallie, man, I had to stop even. I used to be our boy, man, but god damn, I can't even.
You need some smelling salts or something right now. Something.
I can't defend him no more. Like,
You
I don't know
notice
what
how I
to say.
sniffed out these Fugazi motherfuckers, right?
You did though. You did.
I'm telling you.
Only one that's been getting your ass is Trey. Trey
get him every time.
Trey, man, y'all. Hey, look, this is where it went back to. It was Trey or Drew Holiday, and I rest my motherfucking case. All right, and y'all motherfuckers said I was like jumping off a bridge, psycho, suicidal when I said that shit, and then now everybody like, yeah, okay. So Trey, all right, you're all right.
Cause you about winning. You're about winning. We're about winning too. I get it. No, but you know what, bro? I said it last show. I'm gonna say it again. If this boy just sticks to what he knows, it'll be all good. It'll be all good if he just passes the ball. Once he starts trying to get that shot off and try to be, man, get this weak shit off. You could do that in college. You could do that on the Kings because they don't care about the Kings now. You know what I'm saying? The Kings, they don't care. But now you're on a team that's got historic background, that actually got a fan base that really out there showing up to the team, and you really just throwing it away, bro. Like, I love the way that they made that switch of just giving Benedict Mathurin a lot of the attempts, though, because at first they were just letting him cook. This Rockets team, they fought real hard last game. That game, I mean, they just superstars won that game against the Bucks, against the Rockets and the Bucks. I think the team was obviously still better. The coaching is still better for the Rockets. It's just that they just didn't have the superstar to come down and finish the game. So that's the only thing I'm going to contest to that. In this game, I think those guys tighten it up, pause, and figure this shit out here and be able to beat this Pacers team. I am leaning towards the under. I know that's sketchy as hell going up against the Pacers team with the under, but I think the Rockets bringing that type of defense here. I really want to talk to y'all about this. Am I cutting up for taking the Rockets here? I think the Rockets are going to win this game covered pretty easily here because I think that the Pacers, they just not that grit enough. They're not grit enough. The only thing that will stop me here is if we see a passed out Siakam all-time performance. That is kind of like the outlier here. I think he's one of those guys that can push this team over the edge if we get fucking the boy Tyrese Halliburton to just pass the ball, bro. All you needed to do was pass the ball, man, last game. That's all you need to do. So annoying, bro. So I'm not going to trust Tyrese here. I do want to go to Benedict Mathurin over 1.5 threes. Over 1.5 threes is -115. This is the reason why I like this bet a lot, because it's -115 at the one book, it's -130 at another book. So it's a big ass range. It's a big ass range of what they expect to come out of Benedict Mathurin. He's been able to do it lately. That is the only official play that I have in this game outside of wanting to take that under. I do want to take this under bet. I just haven't did it yet. And I do want to take the anti-soft Rockets here. And the fact that Bake said it, but them being at home, they definitely are pretty solid. Coming off that loss too, that short loss, taking it out on a little weaker opponent, you know, that maybe a little hoe in they blood. I think they could definitely pull that off here. So Benedict Mathurin is my only bet I made so far, but I'm really going to heavy up on the Rockets here, and that's under. I think I like that a lot.
I got to come to Babano next. Babano, the Rockets defense has been really good. They've only allowed 2 opponents over their team total so far this season. But we've also seen at the same time, when they play a team that likes to play up tempo like the Bulls, they're capable of putting up some big points themselves. 143 for them versus the Bulls. The Pacers want to run. The Rockets are playing fast, even though they're playing defense. What do you think about this total?
Yeah, I do like over in the game. Indiana's back to their over ways again. There's no defense right now from the Pacers, no resistance, no rim protection. It's made even worse if Miles Turner doesn't play. And last I checked here tonight, he's a game time decision, very questionable. So, and we've talked about this for years. Skee and I have been broken fucking records. When Turner's out, pace quickens, defense worsens for Indiana, and better chance for overs. I think that's been a theme for us for years with the Pacers games. I'm tempted to lay it with Houston because Indiana's just not in a good way. There's problems right now with the Indiana Pacers. No one expected them to be 6-8 right now at this stage of the season. They've struggled, obviously, again, defensively. Tyrese Halliburton has lost some of his mojo, some of his confidence right now. And right now, like I said, their only wins lately, they beat Miami on the back-to-back after losing to the first time. They've lost to Charlotte. I mean, they lost to New Orleans as a road favorite, a decimated Pelicans. They've had some really bad losses. And Toronto's played hard, but even that's not a great loss the other night against the Raptors. My only hesitation is, because I want to lay it, Houston's been excellent at home, but Indiana has owned them 9-1. The Pacers, believe it or not, the last 10 meetings against the Rockets. Pacers have really owned them. That's my only hesitation here, but I am going to lay it still with Houston 6.5 for a smaller bet over as well.
And Dutch, I know it's a one-way ticket with you if you're getting involved in this game.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our boy T Shank with the kind words. We appreciate you, man. Hit the motherfucking like button like I'm hitting this double mints in the Boston Tea Party. It'll get you right where you need to be. Believe it. Take a moment. I know we ain't got enough likes yet, so run it up. Wine Time, I see you, my guy.
Wine Time.
Bro, good to see you. Be sure to check out our boy Wine Time all over Post Sports Radio, Who Banging Sports. Check him out. Our boy Peasy in the building. Good to see you, my man. I like the Rockets. I like the Rockets first half here. Somebody, I think it was KC. You know, she likes to keep it real. She said Pacers are soft, so I mean that's about as real as it can get, right? I mean, it's just what it is. One team plays defense, one team might play defense and tendencies. You get Houston off a tough loss. I think it's a good spot for them. I'm gonna go first half, kind of ride with my boy LJ. It seems to be a thing, especially at the crib. So the Pacers to me are really not in a good situation coming back from the crossing the border too with Toronto. Now we could say, hey, they got beat by a team that they're super, better than, but
right. I
don't know if that's really the case because they're missing some players right now, and this ain't the same Indiana team that we seen last year. And Hallie, his ass he's actually playing a little bit better, which is fucking crazy to say. It's like, look at his numbers; they're actually a little bit better than they were. And they still fucking suck. So that just tells you how bad that motherfucker is. Van Fleet, I know y'all heard him talking his shit in the press conference, talking about the referees. I think they rally around him. He's the leader of the team at point. Jalen Green's a go. I like this team off a loss. I like him first half.
I like it. And I do know my guy LJ has been rocking with that. That definitely sounds like a good play. We'll move it on over. We have Sixers and Grizzlies. This one opened up with the Sixers as a 2-point favorite. They're now a 4-point favorite, and the total is climbing as well from 219.5 to 224.5. I think we know what that means. Let's refresh injury report. Maxi's still game time decision, but I think that means he's going to play.
He went through practice yesterday. I think he's good. I think he's going to play. He practiced yesterday.
Right. Lowry is out. And then for Memphis, Vince Williams hurt his ankle yesterday. He's out. No John Morant, no Gigi Jackson. Zach Edey's out. You have Smart doubtful with his illness. Conchard doubtful as well. Then you have Cam Spencer questionable. So it's the Grizzlies team on the back-to-back, very short-handed, versus Sixers team who just had that had Maxey call out Embiid in that player meeting, right?
Yep.
So, Babano, I feel like you want to attack this one. Go for it.
Yeah, they're 2-11. They stink right now. They absolutely stink right now, Philadelphia. And yet I feel this is a spot and a Sixers spot tonight. I do. Memphis is banged up. They're on the back-to-back. And they didn't play well against Denver the other night, 122-110. Maybe the injuries catching up to them a little bit last night. Like I said, back-to-back. Now, no travel, but still, it's a back-to-back. It's rest advantage for Philly. And Maxey calls out Embiid, saying you got to be on time. You're showing up late for meetings and showing up late for team meetings and all this shit. Is that a wake-up call? It feels like a definite Sixer spot, scheduling spot advantage. The intangibles with Maxey calling out Embiid and trying to get the team to wake up feels like it's a Philly spot, but we got to lay points on the road now up to -4 with a team that's 2-11 on the season. Oh, it's not an easy button to press. Let's put it that way. But I do lean Philadelphia.
Dutch, do you want to touch this game? I feel like this is a Dutchy game too.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to our guy Ness Betts in the building. Good to see you, my man. Lit Picks. Good to see you. I want to say how I truly feel about this game. I don't want to sound, like a hater. But I got to keep it real, man. I got to keep it real because I know, like, I woke up this morning, 2 guys I respect, boom, on the Sixers. And then one of these motherfucking gentlemen on the panel talking about Sixers. And now Bobano talking about the Sixers. So
I haven't bet him yet, and I don't know if I will.
And I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I text my boy Skee. Why everybody on these fugazi motherfuckers, man? I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I cannot do it. I don't trust him. Maxey coming back makes me want to go to the window. I ain't gonna lie. When I was like, why is it? Oh, Max. Okay, yeah, called out that big. Man, everybody's been calling that motherfucker. Shout out to Maxey, right? Shout out to Maxey, but everybody's been calling that motherfucker out for how long? It ain't gonna change nothing. Don't expect nothing different from Joel Embiid. His ass still gonna fall over when when some small motherfucker barely touches his ass. Like, it's just hard to watch Joel Embiid. And now you got Paul George. He cares more about that goddamn podcast than he does about the NBA. Come on, man. Complaining about sending double teams to him, talking about I'm on a minute restriction. The shit I hear from the 76ers is embarrassing. And then, at the end of the day, I love Maxey. I do. So I'm praying for you guys that Maxey shows up, changes the vibe. But everybody was on Memphis yesterday, and look what happened. And now everybody's fading Memphis because the big three are going to be playing tonight. It just seems like I'm not going to be that guy, but I honestly feel like the Grizzlies find a way to get it done tonight because Joel Embiid is just not it, bro. But they are due finally to show up, finally. But I don't trust fucking, PG, and I sure as hell don't trust Joel Embiid. So I'm done with the Philadelphia 76ers. To me, I don't even think these motherfuckers care about basketball.
Damn.
When you didn't push that button on the +4, so you don't hate them enough.
The only reason I'm not is because it's like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Moran was out there, I would be, but and it's still, the NBA is so weird, bro. Like, who knows? But like, the Sixers should blow these motherfuckers out the gym. I know that. Should.
Well,
should and will aren't the same thing, though. Yeah.
Should, exactly.
Most teams with a star returning from an injury, another star just added to the team, and none of the big three playing together for one game, it would look pretty bad, right? I don't think the Sixers are fugazi. Now, this is a guy who had the Sixers win total under. I didn't think they'll, I had it for reasons we're seeing right now because they can't stay healthy. It doesn't mean when they're all out there, they can't perform. So we'll see how it looks tonight.
I agree with that. I agree.
I definitely agree with that. I don't have nothing in this game, but I'll just add in that the fact that Maxey is in this game, I can't go back to the well with Paul George over 4.5 assists. That was working pretty good. If he is out, I'll be on it, but if not, I'm staying away from it. I agree. I think the Sixers should be able to win convincingly here. It's just the Grizz at home. They've been playing pretty tough even without Ja, and we seen them play last night. So no props either for none of those guys either. So I'm gonna stay away from this game.
Am I cutting up for this thought? Last thing on this, this thing we're talking about, Embiid, grown man shouldn't need to be told to be on time and play harder. I feel like, didn't we have that with Shaq and Kobe? I'm not saying Embiid is Shaq, Maxey's Kobe, but I'm saying, wasn't Kobe always like, you play too much type shit? You know what I'm saying?
You're not in shape. You bullshitting. You coming here to lollygagging on the games,
When
and
did
you
we
know
hear about that though?
Shaq was a jokester too. So if Embiid out here making jokes after choking out reporters, getting missing games, we don't want to hear that shit. So I probably would win off on bro too.
When did we hear about that though? Did we hear about that when that shit happened, or like years later? Right? We never heard about that shit when it happened, right?
I can't remember it right now.
I think he
But
did. Back then, Kobe was big snitching.
Yeah.
Kobe was. I would say he probably told a reporter or two. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's
Giving
why
away all
that
the
shit
company
was more
secrets.
in-house.
Yeah.
That shit was more in house. You know, you didn't hear about that shit as much. I mean, we shouldn't have heard about what.
No, we heard about everything that was fucking going on with the Lakers.
Yeah, we definitely
We heard
did.
about it, but it ain't Laker time right now. So,
Yeah.
Next up, we're gonna go Knicks and Suns, and opened up Knicks -5.5. Consensus is 4.5. Total is up from 221 to 222.5. So it went up to 224.5 and has come back down since then a little bit. Achua, McBride, and Robinson out for the Knicks. Nurkic's game time decision. Bill is out. Durant is out. Gillespie is out. I have a couple different ways I'm looking at this game. So, first of all, that sun ain't not shining over there. What happened, Dej? I think that sun is going to shine today. You got a Suns team that's lost a few in a row. They've been playing good teams. They're at the house. After this game, they don't play again until Tuesday. They want to get a win before they got to go on that long break. At least that's how I see it. This Knicks team, they've been struggling with bums. I think they might have their hands full tonight. What do you think, Dutch?
I disagree, my friend. I disagree there. You know, they won 3 straight, against Brooklyn, but Brooklyn, that's an interstate rival, you know, so that's always going to be tough games. And then they did what they should have do against Washington. It's the first game of the road trip. I think, you know, Orlando went in there, and we talked about it a little bit. Like, I figured you guys would be really high on Orlando, and I definitely should have been on Orlando. And shout out to anyone who was, because that was from start to finish. When we look at the Knicks, I think the Knicks are a little bit like Orlando, just better in my opinion. Maybe not like they don't try as hard, maybe play as hard for 4 quarters, but and then they got Jalen Brunson. But I feel like when just a dirty, obviously Cat can catch fire, but Bridges is not going to wow you shooting. OG is not going to wow you. Hart's not going to wow you. They just play physical basketball. They can run up and down the court. I think they're going to just outwork these boys. I really do. I don't think excuse my stuff here for a minute. I don't think the Suns are capable of winning this basketball game with the roster they have. Big Nurk being hurt too. He'll probably play. I don't know if he's 100, but no KD, no Bill, no Bueno. I absolutely love the Knicks here tonight. I think it's the first game of the road trip, and they make a statement in Phoenix.
Interesting. Interesting. Babano, I want you to go next, and I want to ask you about the total. You have 2 teams who are both bottom 6 defensive rated teams last 5 games. Knicks a little bit more, 12th in pace, so not playing slow as I usually think about the Knicks. Can you get there with an over in the game? Like, do you see it like this? Do you think the Suns in this spot, like they had the long road trip, they came back home, they lost, and now it's the second game before they get a break. Do you think they're going to be having a big effort and concentrated to play defense tonight? How do you view this one?
Well, they got to get something going offensively too, because they've been held to 104 or fewer 3 of the last 4 games. That being said, I'm not rushing to lay it with New York tonight. And I was on Orlando the other night, but if you look at the Knicks, and they are starting a road trip, which is usually a solid bet on spot, but they've beaten Washington, Brooklyn twice, Philly stinks.
Exactly.
They beat them. Milwaukee stinks. They beat them. Detroit. They got blown out at Houston. They got blown out at Indiana. They lose at home to Chicago. It seems like the Knicks have been sisters of the poor. That's who they've been beating lately on this schedule. I know it's a very beaten up Phoenix team right now. No Durant and no Beal once again tonight. Eileen Suns, I don't love it though because of the injury situation. I just don't trust New York fully. Laying the 5. I'd lean over the total as well. The Knicks are playing faster. Their defense has fallen a little bit. Their offense has been very good, though. You actually look at the last few games. Now, some of that's facing Washington, and Chicago plays really, really fast. But you look at the Knicks and Suns last year, 2 meetings, 229 and 262. Flew over the total, both games last year, Knicks, Suns head-to-head. So I don't love either, but I do have modest bets here. Suns plus the points over the total.
I want to hearing you talk, I mentioned it too, but I just want to count them out real quick. The last 4 games for both of these teams. For New York, Wizards, Nets, Bulls, all bums, all, for the Suns, Sacramento, OKC, Minnesota, Orlando. I mean, some good defensive teams in there. I can understand why they're struggling to score. I don't think they're going to struggle to score versus New York tonight.
At all. The thing is, too, is that this New York team is one of
and
the.
They are at home now, not on the road. That's another thing.
Exactly that, too. Them being on the road is going to be another factor on their defense. But the Knicks in general, stopping any guards, trying to cut any guards' water off is not what they're doing this year. They're ranked 29th in opposing guards so far this year, points per game. 85.3 points is they allowing to opposing guards, bro. That is fucking ridiculous. And if you want to just take it back and say, oh, well, they haven't been doing that lately, you said it. They've been playing some bum-ass players. Those same guards that they've been playing got 83 points out there as the last 5 games, bro, shooting 37% from 3, 45% from the field. I think that the guards are going to cook here. So, look, there you go, textiles. You're speaking my language right here. Y'all know I'm trying to find where it's at. If it's not going to be Bradley Beal tonight, it got to be Tyrus Jones over 12.5 points plus 102. He went over this number last game against the Magic, a tougher defensive team against a tougher defensive opponent in Jalen Suggs. He's not going to be on the other side of this one, not like that. Again, he played against the Timberwolves when they have the McDaniels. They got defenders over there. You know what I'm saying? Those same defenders are not on this side. As much as Josh Hart is being relied on to be the perimeter defense, he got to do too much, bro. I think that's what it is. He got to do too much. He's still rebounding. He's still playing offense. He's still assisting the ball. And he got to rebound because they don't got bigs. So he got to focus a lot more time on that, a lot of energy there. So chasing around Tyrus Jones, cutting off of picks, things of that nature for him and Devin Booker, I think both of those boys should have a huge night tonight. It correlates with everything you guys are saying. I'm sticking to one guy here, Tyrus Jones, over 12.5 points plus 102.
Yeah, we went a lot of different ways in this game. Any last words before we move over to the next one?
Nope.
Yeah, I gotta say all that after all that fucking Suns love. Okay, Brunson's a liability defensively. We don't gotta argue that. But OG, Mikal Bridges, these are 2 dudes you couldn't draw up nicer to guard Devin Booker. So a lot of love for Devin Booker in tonight's game, but I don't think he's gonna have a good game at all tonight. I'm not mad at the Tyus Jones prop. I think he could attack Brunson.
That's a fair argument. Maybe the Suns are a bad team right now. The Knicks have beaten bad teams. Maybe the Suns, as currently constructed with these injuries, are a bad team too. So we can look at it that way.
I think Bridges going against his old team. He shows up. I think he's gonna lock down. I think they locked down Book tonight.
A lot of different ways to look at this game.
But I don't like hearing all the love from you motherfuckers, man.
The way I see it is I got Orlando at a better number. I got Orlando at a better number than this the other night, and I like where Orlando's at a little more than New York right now. And now I got to lay a bigger number with New York. To me, that's not value on New York tonight, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Dutchy got up and closed them curtains, man, for this game. That boy something else. Next game up, we got Hawks and Warriors. Opened up Warriors minus 8.5. Looks like 8. Total open 238.5, and it looks like 239. For the Warriors, Curry and Looney are both game time decision. Actually, both probable. Kyle Anderson, Gary Payton, both game time decision, and Milton is out. Jalen Johnson, questionable. Lundy and Zeller out for Atlanta. This Hawks team has been playing a little bit better defense than they were to start the year. Warriors, I think the numbers show their defense not so good lately because of who they've been playing. I think this total might be a little bit too high at 239. Babano, do you feel the same?
I actually like the Golden State team total a little bit, and I laid it with Golden State. I trust Golden State off a loss. I liked Atlanta the other night. Good number, good spot at Sacramento. They ended up getting the job done. Remember, Sacramento was Sabonis and DeRozan as well that night, battling injuries. Now you're going up against a Golden State team that looks like they got everyone ready to go here tonight in this game. Off the loss to the Clippers, 102-99. And look, it's been a while since the Warriors have had an offensive game that bad like they did against the Clippers. 44% from the field, 36% from three. I think they have a much better night here tonight. They've been absolutely outstanding off a loss, too. You look at the two previous losses the Warriors suffered this year, and then the next game they went nuts, and they just absolutely crushed the opponent following that last game. They lost to the Clippers earlier in the year at home. Next game, they blew out the Pelicans. They lost to Cleveland, and then they beat Oklahoma City on the road by 11 in the very next game. So Warriors off a loss. I don't think twice about it. So we're laying the 8.
Who want to go next? Let both of you guys just choose.
Yeah, you know what? I'll slide here. The Steph Curry being here, man, we've seen him do it countless time before. At home, we've seen him do it so many times here. In this game, I kind of do like what I've been seeing from this Hawks team. In general, I would like what I'm seeing from Trae Young. Last game, didn't even care about didn't even care about scoring. Something that I feel like Tyrese Halliburton needs to pick a fucking look at his tape, bro. He was diming the ball, getting his teammates involved. And that's what got them to win in that Sacramento game last game. That pretty much was the main factor in that. The way he was able to distribute the ball, 19 assists, just went fucking stupid last game. Jalen Johnson's been fucking phenomenal. I even like the rookie. I like the rookie. He's been playing pretty well as well. Kind of getting caught off guard with the athleticism of the NBA and the game speed, but I think he'll be able to figure it out. The Golden State Warriors, though, man, it's just like, bro, they're so much better than this team, in my opinion. It's just that this number is kind of nasty, I think. I think this number is telling us that, yeah, Golden State is going to win this game. They're going to win by convince. They're at home. This is one of those games where I feel like last year, Skee would be all on us like, ain't no way you taking the damn Hawks here. Ain't no way. But I think the Hawks has kind of earned a little bit of love here, bro. And I think they earned enough love here from me, and I'm kind of leaning towards the Hawks here. I know Skee talked to me on them last time, you know what I'm saying? And I was really appreciative of it. I'm thinking of going back to the well, and that's probably the reason why I like them here, because I was on the fence like it was today, and I hopped on them, and they ended up pulling out there. I do agree, though, Textiles, this is definitely big bro versus little bro. But, I mean, little bro wins sometimes too, bro. But I ain't going to lie. This is a contending team. This Golden State Warriors team is contending. What they've been doing so far, they had a little trouble with the contribution with starters. Moving Kuminga to the bench helped them tremendously. A lot of different things that they're moving along with. I'm really fucking with. Obviously, coming off a loss, you kind of want to take they side here. And the way they've been going off and the way that loss was, it seemed like it was a little red phone activity. I ain't gonna lie. So typically, the NBA blesses you the next day. And I think Golden State is probably live long term here. But first half, props wise, I like Trae Young, and I think Atlanta probably comes out early. So I'm probably not going to probably not going to make this a public bet, but I probably am going to sneakily bet the Hawks today.
My guy over there looking like Tyson after the 4th round. He ready for this shit to be over with. Dutchy, I think I know what's coming up next, man. What's up, Dutchy?
Nah, man, my lower back is killing me, man. My lower back is killing me. Yeah, shout out to the mic drop, though. I like that. 41 last 5. Every time he sees Trae Young, it's green motherfucking lights for the Chef Curry. So, yeah, there's levels to this shit, god damn it. And all I got to say is the Warriors will come out, put it on that ass. Believe that. Off a loss, I second everything Bobano said. Warriors, good money, man.
All right. Quick and easy, he said, get to the window with the Warriors. Last game on the slate, Magic Clippers. Total continues to drop. 204.5 is consensus. Magic up to a 4-point favorite from -1. You have Paolo out, Wendell Carter Jr. still out. No Norman Powell for the Clippers now. We know Kawhi and PJ are out. So this Magic team, they've been playing damn good defense. They've held their last 6 opponents under 100 points. Clippers, no Norman Powell. I see them struggling to score here again today too. So I want to come to Wham first on this one. Who can we take advantage? I know there's somebody we could take advantage prop wise in this game.
It got to be the boy that's been hooping this whole time since Paulo's been out, sneakily been doing it. I thought it was going to be Jalen Suggs, but it hasn't been him. It's been Franz Wagner. Franz Wagner, he's shooting 47% from the field, 36% from the three. Not necessarily nothing crazy there, but he's not getting the most attempts. But since Paulo's been out, he has been getting crazy. And if you want to dial it back to over the last few weeks, he's averaging about 22 points per game. 22 shots a game on 47% and 7 attempts from three at 37%. So it got to be Franz Wagner here. I don't think we got enough front court. We don't have front court defensive help here for the Clippers, bro. It's just Zubac, Amir Coffey, and you would think it would be Kawhi when he comes back. That's the only people that I could put my finger on that's going to be able to help James Harden do anything down low as far as rebounding the ball or anything like that. So I'm going Franz Wagner if I have to make any bet here. Nothing I locked in yet because I'm thinking this is a late game. We get enough time to wait around here. Franz Wagner got to be the one that we take advantage of, though. The only problem here is that it's one of those things like Skee was saying earlier. Once shit becomes famous, it starts to get a little out of reach. It's starting to get a little out of reach here. His total was at 22.5 before before he started going surging. Now we at 26.5. You got to get 27 points, and it's plus money. It's juice towards the under. I think that's kind of a telltale sign that this is a little bit of a famous play. But if we got to go anywhere, we got to go Franz Wagner. And I did mention his name, so I would be remiss if I didn't bring up Amir Coffey. I do think this is one of those Amir Coffey type games. You got to looking everywhere. Where are you going to get the love from? Is it going to be Chris Dunn? Is it going to be KPJ? No, it's going to be Amir Coffey. He's going to be making timely shots, getting over this 9.5 points. So I'm going to be only on 2 guys here tonight. It's going to be Franz Wagner points. I know it's high. I'm still taking. I think he gets 30, and Amir Coffey to get 10. So that'll be the only thing I bet. I haven't locked it in yet, but those are going to be on my card.
Dutch, I got a feeling you want nothing to do with this one.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nets Bets, our guy, the Juice in the building. Free mind. I don't know what that means, man. No, not AZ. I'm not from AZ. But yeah, back with this motherfucker, man. God damn. Let me hear the jingle, Skee.
Is bad for your health.
Boom, get high.
I love
But
it.
Beno, I know you got something for every game. I mean, this total drop, I can see it being an under game. I said the Magic have held 6 straight opponents under 100 points. Clippers team total is 100.5. What do you think about that tonight, or what are you looking at?
Yeah, I like Orlando. I like the Clippers. I like the under looks too. The Clippers team total under. My only concern is it's pretty low now. It's really, really low. Are you still getting the value there? Especially the full game totals dropped from 208 to 204, so it's gone down quite a lot. Orlando, we don't worry about them without Banchero anymore. Well, obviously they want him back, and they'll be a better team when he does get back. But they've adjusted to playing without him. They've adjusted to playing well without him. There's no doubt there's been a great run for the Magic, 6-0 straight up, 6-0 against the spread. And you know what's pretty good is, they beat Indiana in that mix. You could say they beat some weaklings too. Clippers will be a little tougher. I just like the way they're defending right now. Unfortunately, the numbers moved. So, got a better number than what's out there right now with the Magic. I think around 10 a.m. you could have still got, minus 145. I got a minus 145 money line with Orlando, but that's long gone. They opened 1, it's up to 4. It's moved a lot. Don't love it at the current number, but I think Orlando wins this game. Unfortunately, a better number and a better price I got than what's out there right now.
All right, that's the NBA card, man. We got through all 8 games. think we did some pretty good work on them, and now we can move it on over to best bets. So it's no secret. First batter up, we always slide it over to my guy Wham Bam. Let the people know what you think is the best way to get paid tonight.
We've got to have money.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste any time. It's Tyrus Jones over 12.5 points plus 102.
Good stuff. Quick and easy. Said Tyrus is getting to the bag. And next up, we got Mr. Babano. He's going to help everybody get to the window.
Let's see if a team off a loss can treat me a little better tonight. Warriors, come out and play. Golden State minus 7.5 is the best number out there right now. Just dominance in their last 2 games off a loss. Yeah, Atlanta looked a little bit better, but Golden State off a loss. I'll dare them to look better tonight in this game. Golden State gets it done. We'll lay the 7.5 with the Warriors for best bet.
Perfect. Good stuff from perfect. Good stuff from Babano. For myself, you know, some people might like it a little bit. Some people say, hell no, but they scared to bet the other side. I'll be the one to push the goddamn button. Give me the Sixers. I took them on the money line. I still think they covered the 4. It's a get-right game, man. All 3 amigos, the big 3, out there on the court tonight after calling Embiid out. I think that they show up, take advantage of this unrested, short-handed Grizzlies team. Sixers get the dub. And last but not least, that little hater right there. No, I'm kidding. He was hating on that one play, but it's all good. It's my guy, Dutchy. He's going to let you know what the freshest look of the day is, and he's going to take us home.
Nah, yeah, man. Get that money, man. Get that motherfucking money, man. Freshest look of the day. Well, goddamn, we're going to Milwaukee. And it will be the Dogs. That's right, the Bulls, baby. Chicago Bulls, 8.5 to the motherfucking window. It's good money. Believe it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
Yeah. You guys ready? It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.